Good evening. This is DJ Roob, host of Not So Serious Radio on KKSM Palomar College Radio. And we're welcoming you to the third episode of the Pacific View Sessions right here at the Pacific View Art Center. And it's a program of the city of Encinitas, a very art-centric city. And we are so happy to be here. And we're even happier to welcome our entertainment for the evening, Mr. Shane Hall.
Greetings. Happy to be here. This is called Lighthouse. You're my lighthouse, show me the way, you keep me safe in broken ways. You're my lighthouse, show me the way, keep me safe in broken ways. She stood strong and tall, shining light through it all. You were there for me, and you didn't have to. I know it wasn't easy in the time and place, but you got us through. You're my lighthouse, show me the way, you keep me safe in broken ways. You're my lighthouse, show me the way, keep me safe in broken ways. Stood firm. You taught me how to breathe. You taught me how to be and see, and I thank you, and I'll pass it on. You're my lighthouse, show me the way, keep me safe in broken ways. Show me the way, keep me safe in broken ways. This next song is it's called The Deep Dark, and it's off of my record Howlin's Way. Went to the mountain and to dig some coal. Mama said, that's how we gonna make all. We had to go to the deep dark every day. It's how we get our pay. Good enough for Pappy, good enough for Paul. Didn't wanna go down at all. see the deep dark get you go deep inside. Make your days become night in the deep dark. Oh, the deep dark. Yeah, the deep dark. Gotta find a way out of here. It's the only option, it's so clear. Gonna hit the safe, gotta stick a dynamite. Gonna blow it real big tonight. Gonna head out west with the blade to the chest. Gonna put that sharp edge right to the test. And you best believe, don't mess with me. No more deep dark ever you see. It's the deep dark. Oh, the deep dark. Yeah, the deep dark. Plan went off without a hitch. Might be a couple bodies lying in the ditch, but I did my best. I'll be okay. Catch me hanging out or sideways in the palm tree swing. Waves crashing down. Everybody kinda digging the sounds. I'm living my best life, you can see. No more deep dark ever for me. It's the deep dark. Yeah, the deep dark. Oh, the deep dark.
Hello, Shane.
Hello, Roob.
Nice to see you here. Thank you for showing up.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, and I was looking in the archives of Not So Serious Radio, and I realized we have a long-standing relationship. And you played live at KKSM in 2018 or so, 7 years ago, and then
Can't believe it was 7 years already.
I know, we were so young and carefree.
It's like 2018. I was like,
We were
doesn't
like
seem that far back.
we were in high school.
Yeah.
And then you played in our courtyard during the dark days of lockdown when there weren't many venues open, except that one in Leucadia.
Well, I appreciate you opening that up.
Yeah, that was fine. And then in 2022, you played at a show that I hosted at the Holding Company. And,
Yes, sir.
That was quite nice. So the last song you played, which was?
The Deep Dark.
The Deep Dark is from your album Howl and Sway,
Correct.
which I would like to get to in a minute. But before we get there, I thought, I kind of know a little of your backstory. Maybe you can share some of that now. Starting with perhaps Pennsylvania.
I'm about to say I'm not a young guy anymore. There's plenty of backstory. Yeah, I born and raised in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and got out of there as soon as I could. And military was the quickest way, and so I did that.
Right here in San Diego?
No, I was in Okinawa first for a year, and my roommate in Okinawa actually, he's the one that kind of put me on to real music and digging a little deeper in the rock and roll world. And he also was like, do not go back to the East Coast. Go to California. And he had many reasons, but they were all great, and so I listened.
So did you have a guitar when you were in the service?
No, I left my guitar at home, but I bought one while I was there because he was showing me a lot of music and stuff. So I was like, well, I need to go pick one up. So I went out and bought a little junky one, and then I bought a 12-string, which I still have, actually.
Oh, wow. And then what was it like when you threw together your first song? Was there an epiphany there?
Yeah, that was here, actually. That was in 2001. May 2001 was when I wrote, played, and sang my first song at the all at the same time. I thought it was impossible pretty much up until then. I was like, this is not real. People are being sneaky. I don't know how you can separate your brain to do such things. But I did it, and it was it was because of a perfect storm of good events. Like I had a really cool roommate and like a fun squad, and we were all jamming like acoustics and stuff a lot, and we made friends with some of the metal bands in town at the time. I lived in San Marcos at the time.
Okay.
So the Jumping Turtle was over there and all that stuff, and so I was like the acoustic guy that hung out with all the metal dudes.
So you didn't dabble in metal?
Yeah, I mean I like to sing pretty much whatever, but yeah, I didn't play acoustic guitar I didn't play electric guitar until like 2010.
All right.
Yeah.
So that was your initial experience in 2001, and then like when did you sort of start getting serious about all this and realize perhaps you had some talent?
Well, I was pretty I didn't want to be that guy. It's like, I'm going to make it big one day. This is going to be awesome. But I really loved it. I loved playing. I loved all the things about it. But I was still active duty military. And so I didn't want to just be like, yeah, I'm going to be famous. But in 2009, I was stationed in Iwakuni, Japan, which is mainland near Hiroshima. And it was another perfect storm. Like I came across some good people and a lot of support for what I do. And just like simple support, though. People were just like liked what I did and, wanted to come to shows or play or whatever. And it was during that time, I was there from 2009 to 2012. And during that time, I had the epiphany, like, okay, I could do this full time. And it's kind of like saying your vows. It's like, richer for poor. This is who I am. This is what I want to do. And that's what I did.
And then you built quite a name and a reputation for yourself here in San Diego, and people started to know who you were. And your claim was that you were like the prodigal son of Oceanside, and I think the city of Oceanside has helped you along the way.
It was really unexpected because I lived in. I was stationed out here 99 to 2001, and then 2006 to 2009, and then I moved out here in 2013. So when I did live off the base, I lived in Carlsbad a lot and Oceanside a little, and I didn't really expect to be embraced by Oceanside because they're pretty, territorial. It's a locals only kind of club. So I was quite honored when, people started to like associate me with Oceanside, and I'm still honored.
Yeah. And then along the way, you put out some releases, including West River Queen, a very ambitious 3-album project for which you won a San Diego Music Award.
Yeah, I don't really know how to do things simple.
Right. Well,
I try to. I'm like, oh yeah, I communicate in bullet points, blah blah blah. But then when there's a project, I'm like, no, let's make it as complicated as possible.
Yeah. Well, it was ambitious and it was well received, and you got the appropriate trophy or trophies for it.
Yep.
And let's bring it up to last year with Howl and Sway, which is your most recent album. It's gotten critical acclaim, and it's won you some trophies last year at the San Diego Music Awards. I believe it was Best Blues Album.
Yes, sir.
So let's talk a little bit about Howl and Sway, and I believe it's Fuzz Funk Blue. What is it?
Fuzz Funk Voodoo Blues.
There you go.
So Howl and Sway is, I don't want to say masterpiece, but it's the first record that I did where I had a clear vision of what I wanted to do, and I was thinking like a recording artist, because from 2001 when I started, it was all about playing live. If I can't do it live, it doesn't count, because I'm on my bed in 2001 trying to sing and play a song at the same time, and I'm like, well, I got to be able to do this. So I focused really hard on the live show, and not so much on the studio thing. I didn't record like a legit little situation until probably 2006, and it was not good. It was not good at all. It was I did it in like a living room of a friend's house in Rome. I was living in Rome at the time, but when I was in Japan, I recorded a record, and that experience, I just did it because I needed something to sell. I needed a CD to sell at my shows. But Howl and Sway was a culmination of like all the gigging experience and the records up into that point. And I'm like, okay, I understand. I need an archivable work. I need something that will last and represent me. And I was terrible. Never had the right mindset, because I'd be like, that's good enough. You know, and it's not. It's not. and everybody can hear it, and you can hear it. So I learned a lot of lessons, and I went in there. I had the best band.
I was going to say, you surrounded yourself with some pretty amazing people to get this album out the door.
It was crazy. It just all came together, and the band was just hitting so hard. And we went in the studio. We went up to Hybrid Studios in Orange County. We went up there for like 5 days in 2020, at the end of 2020. And we sessioned in the room together, and then I went back in and like did some better vocals and some more extra guitars, because of course my guitars are the weak link on the record.
What?
Yeah. Well, I mean, playing with Jordan Adams and Rebecca McKinney on horns, you're like, okay.
From the Chunky Hustle Brass Band.
Crazy soul and skill, and great people too. And then Blake Dean on guitar. I call him the Glitter Dragon, because he can go really huge and crazy, or he can just be that perfect little pad underneath whatever you're doing. Glitter Dragon. If you see him, call him that. He loves it. And then Kieran Keel I used to call him my heartbeat when we worked with me, because he's the only drummer I ever played with that played really slow. Like a lot of drummers will rush because it like helps them stay in time. But he was always like, all right, all right, all right. Like just grooving back there.
And again, as I mentioned, the album was well received. Won a San Diego Music Award last year.
Yeah.
It was
Don't forget Marco Savoia.
And Marco Savoia, the bassist.
Bass
extraordinaire.
Bass machine.
Yes.
Yeah, miss that guy.
So it did well there. And then there was even even the album was up for some Grammy consideration, which has put you in a whole different stratosphere.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird space to be in, because I don't really know much about that world. I don't know how that works. So, but it was cool. I do accept that.
Yeah. Did you get some paparazzi out of it?
Of course not. Yeah, it also charted #1 on Apple iTunes, and Pacific Records did a really great job of putting that record out and kind of helping me, like, hey, do this, do that, do this. It's like Law Records put out West River Queen, and Pacific did Howl and Sway, and both of those labels are super helpful, in various ways, and that's what you really need at a certain level. You're making music, you're putting music out, you can only do so much yourself,
Well, again, you surrounded yourself with the right people, musicians, labels, and other support. All right, well, I think it's time for some more music. Are you ready for it?
Any requests?
I'm going to let you take that one.
It's because he doesn't know the name of any of my songs.
Oh, come on.
I'm kidding.
Shane Hall, Pacific View Sessions.
This is a new song. I did a little documentary situation in 2022, and this is from that. It's coming out this year.
Throw me your line, and I'll throw you mine. We'll weather the storm, we'll be fine. Like hell in high water, through gun smoke and fire, we leave our troubles far, far in our way, and we hold fast, put the wind at our backs, point our bow west, the stars are our guide, we're on the tide. Chasing last light, inspired by night, we plot our course, and that's the one we take. And what comes next, no matter how complex, we stand ready, confident and secure, and we hold fast, put the wind at our back, point our bow west, the stars are our guide, and we hold fast, put the wind at our backs, point our bow west, the stars are our guide, we're on the tide. We're on the tide. We're on the tide.
I'm gonna do another one from Howl and Sway. This one's called Voodoo Baby.
Left me in the middle of the night. She took a piece of beard with my knife. She headed to the bar you're looking for. You'll know. She looking for the witch doctor. Together gonna cook up a curse. I hope she don't put it on my head. Oh, I'd rather be dead. Rather be dead. Voodoo baby, don't do me wrong. Voodoo baby, don't do me harm. Voodoo baby, don't know where you go. Always be my voodoo baby, don't you? Feel the pain in my hands and my legs, heartbeat a little slower every day. Could it be the curse they lay? I don't know, but I feel it anyway. If I see you again, I say sorry. Didn't mean to make all them scars bleed. If I see that witch doctor, you better not turn. Better not turn. Oh, voodoo baby, don't do me wrong. Oh, voodoo baby, baby, don't know where you're gone. Always be my voodoo baby, doll, yeah. Don't do me wrong. A voodoo baby, don't do me wrong. A voodoo baby, don't know where you're gone. Always be my voodoo baby, doll, yeah. La, 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 la. Ooh. La, 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 la. That was Voodoo Baby. I'm gonna do one more from Helen Sway. It's called Wolves. Tide running through shadows, lovers on high. You know I want you, you know right. You know I feel you dark as night, yeah, yeah. Fear, little bit of heaven as I draw near. Come take a walk, come hold my hand. Ain't afraid to fall on soft sand, yeah, yeah. Afraid to fall on soft sand, yeah.
Mr. Shane Hall, Pacific View Sessions here, a program of the city of Encinitas. Dude, that was fantastic. Big fan of that particular track from Howlin' Sway, Wolves, and I hadn't heard a stripped down version quite like that, and it's just as intense as the fuller version.
Thank you.
It really even more intense. It's a passion.
It's creepier.
Well, yeah, I guess. I wouldn't have used that word, but I'll go along with it. But I mean, I'm thinking about the last time I heard it played live, which was about a year ago here in at Moonlight Beach at the concerts there.
Oh yeah.
And you played it with a full band, including horn section, Jordan and Rebecca, who we mentioned earlier. And man, it's that song's got legs, and it's got lots of ways to interpret it. So thank you for that version.
Thank you. It was my pleasure. Also, you guys are doing an amazing job. It sounds cool in here. It feels good in here. It's hard for me to, like I said, I'm a performer, so like doing studio stuff and shooting videos is pretty tough for me. But you guys making it real easy around here.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Pacific View.
Thank you. Yeah. We're striving. We got a nice setup, so we can't really mess this up too bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, so many things to talk about. I was going to ask you. I'm looking at all these lists of questions here. We'll never get to them all, but here's an interesting one. I just thought of this the other day. Do you have, in all the shows you've played over the years, is there a show that's the most memorable that stands out to you as that was my pinnacle? That was, everything went well, everything resonated, or is that even just an impossible question to answer?
It's not impossible, but I don't know, man. I mean, you make music and you talk about and to musicians all the time. As a musician, my outlook is like I'm just going and I'm still going. So there's always something I could tweak or something I could do better. But as far as everything coming together for like one show, I've had a couple shows at Belly Up that were pretty insane. And then my first show back from COVID was June 19th, Juneteenth at Music Box. And that was a super special show because we, the full band, the Howlin' Sway band, was there. And it was packed. And there's a moment where we did Change Is Gonna Come and like just stomped and clapped it out. And that was a real special moment. And then I did some driveway shows during COVID that were pretty amazing. All the neighbors came out. Had the band set up in my driveway, and all the neighbors came out and in the streets and in the sidewalks and just hanging out. Yeah, so each show is a blessing in its own way. And like I can find reasons to complain about most stuff, but at the end of the day, it's exactly what I want to be doing.
That's the best answer you could have given. And I know, you're versatile in that you perform solo. Clearly, you're doing that right now. You perform as a duo, a trio. So full bands, horns, it's just...
I even got an electronic set.
Oh, my God. Sorry, I got a little distracted by a sign. But I was going to mention before we get into some gigs you have coming up, you have another side project that's called Coupe de Ville.
Yes, sir.
With Mike as the drummer, Mike Woodward.
Indeed.
And that's kind of blues, soul, and trap.
It's a real special project. Mike is a really powerful man and powerful drummer. And when we play together, like, I don't know, there's certain people when you perform, or like when you make music, you just kind of click with, and they kind of open you up. They set you free. So time is a cage. So if your person keeping time is like a different vibe than you, even if they're perfect, it can still be a different vibe. Mike is the vibe, and this dude slays. So I actually picked him up to back me up so I could do duo shows on the road. It was much quicker, and cheaper, easier.
Yeah.
And we started to rearrange some of my songs for duo performances using some gizmos and doodads and creative arrangements and whatnot. And stuff kind of started to take its own shape and sound. And I'm like, well, we need to make this like a show. Like, we need to make this a thing. And so we started out like heavy blues, soul, trap kind of vibes. And we're just kind of like letting it ride. We're actually in the studio now recording our debut record.
Nice.
Steak and Cake is the name of the record. because what else are you working for? I mean, yeah, I'll slide you a track from that soon.
Yeah,
and
look forward to that.
Yeah, we have a couple live tracks out that we recorded at Capricorn Studios down in San Diego, and yeah, he plays in my big band too, and he's a monster. And I would say Coop DeVille is my best shot at mainstream success. Like Shane Hall is, I don't know, I have a problem with just doing what I want instead of doing what gets paid or gets noticed. So, but Coop is its own kind of thing, and it's magnetic. So keep an eye out.
All right, let's talk about a couple of gigs you have coming up. You got this Saturday, April 12th.
Yes, sir.
At Lulu's Jungle Room at the Lafayette Hotel, and it's a masquerade party.
Yeah, nothing crazy. Like, it's just a little fun you can have. There'll be some masks laying around, or you can go hard if you want. Bring your own. Colors are black and red, and we're just kind of celebrating the vinyl drop of Howl and Sway. So Howl and Sway was recorded 5 years ago. It got released 2 years ago, and I finally got the vinyl done and ready now. But it's perfect and beautiful, and I have an archivable work. Literally the tangible manifestation of music in your hand. And
a local band, Aviator Stash, also on the bill that night.
Barely local. Those dudes are rad. Stratosphere homies. I'm so happy they were available. They got some stuff coming up too this year. Keep an eye on them.
Good to know.
Yeah.
And then later this summer, you're going to be playing at Moonlight Beach again.
Yeah, I like Moonlight Beach.
And that's July 10th? Oh, August 10th.
August 10th.
I've been told by the people who know.
Yeah, looking forward to that too.
That's a place to see a show on the beach, at the premier beach in Encinitas.
Yeah, it was awesome. Last year, we got to play, the full band got to support the Bro-Am. Yeah, I was super, super honored to do that. We submitted. I don't like submitting for stuff. It's hard. Computers aren't my jam. 2, I don't ever win anything. But I won, and we were there. Switchfoot. It was super cool, super nice. But I'm looking forward to being back out there. Moonlight.
On the beach.
On the beach.
All right. You got another one?
Song? Indeed.
Yeah.
Many songs.
Well, let's hear what you got.
Cool. 1, 2 more. 1, 2.
I think we have time just for one more.
Cool.
So
I'm gonna leave with a cover, and it's a cover that I do with Coop DeVille actually too. And I don't know if we're gonna put it out or not because of all the licensing and stuff, but we'll see.
Sure.
Actually, we could because nobody knows who wrote it.
If I know what that song is, it's kind of questionable who may have written it. It's kind of old. All right, Shane Hall, Pacific View Sessions, City of Encinitas.
Thanks for having me. This is Where Did You Sleep Last Night? Or, for those that don't know, In the Pines. Kurt Cobain did not write this song. My girl, don't lie to me. Where did you sleep last night? In the pines, where the sun don't ever shine. Shiver cold the night through. My girl, where you gonna go? I'm going where the cold wind blows. In the pines, where the sun don't ever shine. Shiver cold the night through.
night through. My girl, where you gonna go? I'm going where the cold wind blows. In the pines where the sun don't ever shine. I shiver all the night through. My girl, don't lie to me. Where did you sleep last night? Thank you for your time and attention.
Shane Hall, thank you for coming in. Thank you for making the Pacific View sessions a worthwhile endeavor. That was wonderful.
It was my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and you got it's this Saturday, April 12th at Lulu's Jungle Room, and then on August 10th at the Moonlight Beach concerts here in Encinitas.
I'm also doing an electronic set at Lightning in a Bottle this year. If you're around,
Oh my God!
come check it out.
Oh my God! So diverse.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna dress up. I want to be incognito. I'm gonna be called Big Lightning. So if you see Big Lightning around, that's me.
All right, perfect. All right, Shane. We'll see you on the circuit. Thank you.
Holla. Much love.